Let's go ahead now and build our very first report using the mobile app. So on your home page, you'll go ahead and select the reports button and it'll take you to your report list. In this case, we don't have any reports. However, as you build reports, they will all be stored here. You can search through draft, completed, and through the name of your report. So let's go ahead and create our first one by clicking this plus sign in the top right corner. We're going to go ahead and name our report. So Elton John's tree report. Now, this name isn't going to appear on the final PDF report. It's going to help you find it in your report list. Next, we're going to select our client, and you have a few options. You can either select a previously entered client, which we have here, or if you don't have your client and you're just building this all kind of at once, you can add a new client as well as their contact details. It's pretty self-explanatory. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and select Rocket Man Estates and go next. Now we'll select the property. We've already selected our property as Elton John's Malibu House, but you can have multiple properties under one client. And if, for example, Rocket Man Estates had you do a report for a different property, you'd go ahead and add a new property, fill out the name, address, have Rocket Man Estates, and add it in. But in this case, we're going to do Elton John's Malibu House, so we'll just select that. Now we're going to write in the objective of this report. So this is the reason you were called out to look at the report. I'm going to go ahead and just type in this. I'm going to say to inspect Elton's trees for diseases. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and add our first tree. So you hit the add tree button and the map is going to open up at the address of the property. So this is Elton John's Malibu House. Now, if we want to pinpoint the tree, we simply we put our finger on the screen, hold it, and move it around, and this target will appear. So then you can line up the tree. So if the tree is that one, we'll go ahead and hit that and hit next. You can draw on this with your fingers. You can change the colors. If you need to accentuate any details, you can edit. You can also change the width and add text as well. And here you have your caption. So Elton's tree. Okay, so this is a caption you can write on the location and then hit next. Then you're going to add your tree images. You can either add them directly with a camera, so if you're on the site you can start taking photos, or you can select with photos from your library. So I'm just going to select photos from my library and it'll pop up my library. Now the first photo you pick is the image on the report that is going to be the tree's initial photo. So it's always good to have a good wide photo of the full tree as your first. So I'll go ahead and click that. Again, you can draw. You can write captions. This is the full tree. And you can add as many photos as you need. Okay. Give it a second to load and then hit next. Now you'll select your tree species. So this is a California pepper. The tree DBH, so a measurement you'll take out in the field. You can toggle between metric, so inches or centimeters, tree height, feet or meters, health rating of your tree, hardscape damage. You can hit yes or no, but if you hit yes, it's going to ask for a description and a photo. Inspection level. If it's near any structures or power lines, let's just say yes. Near a power pole. We'll go ahead and select a photo. do that one. Near the power lines and building. Heritage tree, yes or no? Again, if you hit yes, you can add a photo and add further description. Jurisdiction, I'm gonna say this is a private tree. Any diseases, I'll say yes, and I'll say there is anthracnose. I'm going to go ahead and add a photo of the disease here. Observation is the tree has anthracnose and needs treatment. Tree is close to the building and needs to be pruned back. You can really just enter whatever you need here in whatever format. If you want to write complete sentences or bullet points, the app will take it and correct it. Is this a secondary report required? We'll just say no. And now this is where you'll select all of your recommendations. So in this case, I'm going to select plant healthcare and type treat with propiconazole in autumn. I'm also going to say mitigation pruning because it needs to be cleared from the house. Clear from nearby structures 4 feet. You can also select other recommendation. If not, something here isn't listed, you can type in your own custom recommendation, and you can select as many of these as you want. If you go ahead and select the tree protection zone, it's going to hone in on your tree, and it's going to create a image of the tree protection zone. And you're going to hit next. And now you have your tree details in, and you're ready to either generate your report if your report is all finished because you only have one tree, or you can add a new tree, or you can edit the tree that you already have. So let's say this is our only tree and we'll generate the report. Takes a few moments because it's taking all of that data that you put in and compiling it for you. So the first page is the cover page. Again, you have your company logo as well as the project location, details of the client, and the preparer. You have your table of contents. You have your introduction, which outlines the pretty much all the basic details, such as the name of the tree, the location of the tree, objective that you wrote in the first place. It also tell you that it's going to be added. You're going to be adding photos and measurements and other details. Now here's your tree map, where it's going to show you the location of the tree that you pinned, as well as GPS coordinates, observations, recommendations, as well as your quick summary and additional photos. Your biography, glossary of terms, and finally your disclaimer. When you're all satisfied with it, you can either hit the send PDF button and send it directly to the client that is in the contact, or you can go onto the web version and save a version of it to your desktop, as well as make any further changes.